Hey Tankers, Bonsai Duck here. Today we got a submission from GAJohnnie from the WCTNT clan. GA and I were up watching Guido 1212 stream, and on that day in the event, they were selling the Somua SM, Somua, whatever. And GA was asking about it, and decided apparently to get it, and apparently is having quite a fun time in it. So he's in his Somua SM. He is on Serene Coast in a standard battle in a pure tier 8 game, so a top tier heavy. And he spawned over in the north and is heading over here to the west. Loaded up his 5 shells, and he's moving in. Somua is a fun... I tested it. I didn't test it. I had a rental for it, and I really enjoyed it. And I think I have it selected as a possible purchase, a purchase later from the event. So I may go back and get it. It's fun. I see a lot of them in Frontline. So we've got a LT432 and a Progetto 46 moving up here, taking on the UDES 14.5 and the Batchat 12T. And here comes GA. And he is going to lay some damage in here. Of course, he bounces that Progetto. Needs to keep going because that LT432 is trying to get in behind him. And he puts that 5th shot into that Progetto, and it is all over but the crying. Now this is running a 105? No, 100 millimeter with 300 alpha and 232 penetration. And then 263, of course, with the gold. And if he were running the HE, it'd be 400 with a 50. Alright, so he's waiting for the reload, and that's the one drawback with any of these autoloaders, is the reload is a killer. Auto aims on that Pantera. Taking some shots from the Somua SM on the backfield. Batchat gets a shot into him, but he manages. I think I know you really wanted to get that Pantera, Johnny, but I don't know if it was worth the damage that you took, to be honest with you, because it's dropped you down to almost 50%, right? So would it have been more worthwhile to hang back and reload and then pop up and take a shot on him? I think so. You would have saved yourself some damage, but obviously you knew the ramifications of the action you were doing. So anyway, here we go. Now we got another shot right over the Somua. Bounces, getting hit by Artie. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a Batchat you were shooting at. I thought that was the Somua. So yeah, now it's time to hit reload while you're back here. Artie knows where you're at. You got 2 kills and you have 67 hit points. All right, so now you got to be very, very cautious. Be very, very quiet, hunting those rabbits. All right, so your heavies are getting beat out on the peninsula. You have an IS-3 who's camping. God, you gotta love that. He's playing sniper over there. There's their Somua, and I still think that coming up this early before the full reload is not a good idea. Yeah, it's obviously got to be a hit. That's a hit. Alright, so you've gotten 2 into that Somua. Hopefully you got some damage off of him. There's WZ. There's a hit. Using the auto aim. Remember, auto aim is nice to get your gun on the target, but then click auto aim off and then find the soft spots. This is a do as I say, not as I do type of video, because I am always using auto aim. All right, so you guys you're winning the game. All right, I still think it's going to be about time to head back to base because you got a KV-4, an IS-3, and a T-32 headed over in that general direction. There's the Bulldog. Got a Hawk 12 over there somewhere. And now you're popping up here before you're fully loaded. And timing is everything with an autoloader, because they're generally fairly soft-skinned. He's down. There he is. Take that auto aim off. There you go. Oh, there you go. You got a hit on him there. Yep. He's back. Looks like you might be taking here for some more. Ricochet. And right over the top of him. So now you're you're reloading. Got to get yourself to a safe spot. At least you've taken their arty out of the game. Your team has, I should say. Looks like your other TDs have flexed back to protect the base, so that allowed you guys to push, and they've managed to keep those tanks at bay. I'm not sure what the zoomed in while you're driving, because he's behind a mountain. Alright, you got 5 in the clip. You're ready to go. Looking around where you're going, you know, Johnny, is always advantageous, right? So you keep staring in on that bulldog, and you had 2 tanks chasing him down. Whereas, you know, over here you have that Hawk 12 taking on your LH MTV. That might have been a better option. You have the Scorpion G back here, which if you'd come up over here, you would have had a shot on. So, you know, you can always lock your turret and then turn your view to see what's going on. All right, I understand you're low on hit points, and you know playing cautious at this point is not a bad idea. But I just think you could have got some shots maybe on that AMX CDA or the Scorpion G, and maybe even helped out with the Hawk 12. There's only 2 TDs left, and you know where they're at. Oh, yep, that bulldog is on a run. Maybe you are going to be able to get a shot into him. Maybe he's just going to pop up and go, oh, Lord. And you did get a shot into him. Even with the auto aim while he was moving left or right of you. You know, for some people may or may not be aware that the calculation of a hit or miss is at the time when you click, right? So especially in an auto aim, if he clicked when he had that tank in his view or in his reticle, you know, it calculated that he hit it, even though by the time the shell had gotten there, the tank had moved to the left or the right. All right, so the CDA is over here. You're getting on base. You guys, the Hawk 12, the CDA, and that T-32 down there. CDA is done. You're going to push on. I think at that point I would have hit the reload button. Get off the gold. There's no need for that anymore. But you're going to go back and see if you can get some cap points. Maybe get a shot. Nope, just some cap points. That's a victory. All right, well, he said this is his second game in the SM, so a Master Second Class, Hand of God, Fighter, Fire for Effect, 85,188 in credits, and 6,064 in damage. You got 2,712 in damage, I'm sorry, that was 6,064 in experience. You got 2,712 in damage, 4 kills, gives you a base XP of 986, which puts you right at the top. And you got the most damage. 21 shots, 13 hits, 11 pins. Your hit to pin was good. Your shot to hit was, it's a little derpy. You did 909 from 300 meters out. You blocked 540, and you spotted for 611. Made some good credits, made some really good experience, and personal mission payout. Okay. So all in all, it was a fairly decent game. I think once you get the timing down with the reload and poking up, you'll save yourself some hit points. And make sure that you're looking around. You know, when you're driving towards something, and especially in a heavy, when you're just trundling along and you're trying to get somewhere, look around, see what's going on around you. There might be another target that opens up to you that maybe it's shorter to get to that one. And I think that would have been the CDA and maybe that Scorpion G, as opposed to chasing down that bulldog. But it worked out for you. You got the win. Congratulations. So that's GAJohnnie from his WC TNT clan. He's from the WC TNT clan in his Somua SM on Serene Coast in a standard battle. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Keep those videos coming. I greatly appreciate it. This is Bonsai Duck out.